Hello, my name is XONEVANT. Today is Monday, August the 18th, and this is your Daily Dose. Alright guys, we got some brand new info about Assassin's Creed Unity, and I'm super pumped about it, and I'll tell you why. When I play open world games or action adventure games, or any game for that matter, right? And they have a costume system or a character customization system, right? And you're constantly getting new gear and stuff like that. I personally don't like it when the gear doesn't have stats or something that's attached to it, because let's say that I want to do a side quest to get a costume out. If there's no purpose for me to have that costume other than just looking a certain way, I tend to not want to spend the time to go out and get it. You see what I'm saying? And that's just one of the things that I want to talk about with the Assassin's Creed Unity game. I just saw an interview done on PlayStation Access, and they were interviewing one of the developers of the game, and they were talking about now when you get anything out in the game, whether it be a sword or an item or an outfit or something like that, it's going to have stats, it's going to have buffs attached to it. In other words, positive and negatives to having that particular gear that's going to help to kind of shape your character in a very unique way. Now, one of the examples they gave was, a certain type of boot that you can wear in the game that may help protect against extra fall damage. So you guys know when you fall in an Assassin's Creed game, once you pass a certain limit, I guess, you take damage. Well, this boot is going to help to decrease some of that damage or buff that damage, and so you're not going to take as much. And this pretty much goes all across the board with how you can create your own character in this game. They were also saying in the interview that you can have more of a stealthy character, because now they actually have a stealth button that you can hit, which basically puts you in the stealth. It makes you walk slower, it makes you walk softer, and it gives you that cover system. Or you can just make a character that's kind of all about brute force, maybe speed, more of a melee type character. So when you're creating your outfits and that sort of thing, you'd want to be thinking, hey, what kind of play style do I like to play as? Like for me personally, guys, when I play Assassin's Creed games, I don't really do the whole stealth thing unless it tells me that I have to. I like to just go in there blazing and just killing everybody. That's just kind of how I like to play. And so now I'm actually going to be able to put on outfits, boots, leggings, coats, jackets, and stuff like that. That's going to allow me to get those stat buffs that I need to be able to play the game the way that I want to play it. And that's what I'm really loving about this Unity game, guys. It feels so fresh. It's the same game. I mean, it's still Assassin's Creed. You're still going around killing people, but it feels fresh. They've done something to it that's making it very fresh, for me at least what I've seen so far. Of course, I haven't played the game, but it feels like it's going to be that Assassin's Creed that we need to kind of just refresh this franchise and keep this thing going. They also talked about adaptive AI, kind of similar to Splinter Cell is kind of what I got from this part of the interview. You guys know in the new Splinter Cell Blacklist, when you're seen, I think it was also in the Splinter Cell prior to that game too, when you're seen, you have that little white shadow or outline that shows up where you were. I don't think that Assassin's Creed Unity does the little outline thing, but the enemies are more prone to go to where they spotted you last. So if they see you behind a piece of cover, like I said, I don't think the shadow is going to show up, but when you leave that piece of cover, they're going to come that way. So they're more adaptive to where you are on the map, and I think that's a good thing. And they were also talking about how to use that gameplay mechanic to kind of strategize against the enemy AI, because there may be points in the game where you want to be seen on purpose, so that all the enemies flood to one point, and maybe you can sneak around and go through a different way, not killing any of the enemies. You see what I mean? Just sneaking past them, because they're all going to flood to where they saw you last. In my opinion, guys, this is exactly what this franchise needed, man. It needed something different, needed something fresh, and they're bringing it. Think about it, man. When you used to play old Assassin's Creed games and you would like get treasure chests or something like that, you might get some money or something like that, maybe some smoke bombs, but after collecting like 100 treasure chests, it's like, I'm just really just getting stuff I can buy at a shop. I really don't need this money for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of just became more of a fetch quest and not really a purpose for doing it, other than maybe trying to get a trophy or an achievement or something like that. And then when you think about the broader aspect of working those maps, you have a ton of stuff you can do on the map, but even after doing those things, unless there's a trophy at the end of it, you really don't get anything for it except, you know, objective complete. You know what I'm saying? But now when you do those side quests, you're going to be getting those items, you're going to be getting that rare gear, maybe something that you can't buy in the shop. Maybe there's a side quest that you do where you can only get that piece of gear if you complete that side quest. And that's kind of what they alluded to, you know, during this interview, that, you know, completing those side quests and really going through and playing the game, not just the campaign portion, but all the side quests and stuff, is really where you're going to get decked out. And that's really where you're going to be able to create the character that you want to create and play the way that you want to play. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm pumped up for some Unity, man. I think this is going to be a good fall. We got Destiny coming out, we got Unity. I mean, there's so many freaking games coming out this fall, dude. My wallet is going to be on fire. But I'm going to have the video that I saw. The interview video will be the YouTube spotlight for the day. You guys can click on that and check it out for yourself. Let me know what you think about everything in the comments below, and I'll see you guys right back here tomorrow.